gamers? It's Carputing, and today we're doing a review of the Wendy's Bulls-Eye Burger. I got the triple Bulls-Eye Burger. We're getting the combo, so we're also going to review the fries and the root beer. You just saw the fries up close. That's that. So the root beer, let's get to that. Boom, boom, that's that. Big root beer. I want to say thank you. This is not, I have no affiliation with Wendy's, and this isn't quite sponsored, but I was donated the money for this meal by Talisman, aka Coralone. Coral One, something like that, Corelone. Thank you so much for the kind donation so I could have this meal and make a video. I appreciate it a lot. This video wouldn't have happened without you, so just want to say thank you. So let's review the Wendy's stuff. Starting off with the root beer. It's a large root beer. I want a sip, so we're gonna get our thoughts on this. It is nice, dark cola brown as you'd expect from a root beer. I can't see through it, so it's not too watered down by the look of it. There is a decent amount of ice, not nearly as much as McDonald's. It's like one layer of thick ice, not like 6. So that's nice. I wish I could have put no ice in it. Kudos or credit to Wendy's. If you go there in person, you say no ice, you can get it no problem. But I ordered the meal through the Uber Eats app, so I could just show up and say, like, this is what I want. So yeah, that's that for the root beer. I got the large combo, of course, so that upgrades. It's the same burger, although I got the triple burger, the Bullseye burger, but I got the large fries and the large drink. So let's see if there's any grease smell or anything to the root beer. We always got to do a smell test of everything. Ooh, no, but it smells like Barq's root beer. If you've ever opened a can of Barq's root beer, it's got that kind of crisp smell to it, and I believe they do use Barq, so it's got that nice root beer smell to it. I could feel the carbonation popping at my nostrils, so that's nice. Let's take a sip of the root beer and see what we think of it. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Doesn't taste too watered down. Sometimes I know McDonald's, the first half of their drink tastes good, the second half is watered down. From that first sip, that just tastes like a good root beer. Nice and perfectly chilled by the ice, but not watered down too much. I got this from Wendy's and drove straight home, so. Yeah, that's got to be Barq's root beer, because it's got such a crisp and refreshing taste to it. So let's get on to what we have next. They gave me a ton of mustard in the bagel, and there's a few fries there. Let's try some fries. I'll try, you know what, first I'm just gonna have a pack of mustard. We got the Heinz mustard. Let's give that a review if it tastes fresh. Yeah, it's some good mustard. That's some pretty good mustard. So let's go for the Wendy's fries. Now, Wendy's fries are always advertised to be sea salty and super unique and good compared to other fry brands. So I know a lot of restaurants like to brag about their fries, but Wendy's I've always enjoyed. Let's give these a whirl. So even though I don't see a ton of sea salt, I see a bit, I am getting that little sea salt flavor with the fries. Even though it's been about 15 minutes since I've driven home with this, they're still kind of crisp. They've gotten a bit cold because it's winter out too, but they're still pretty crispy. I love the Wendy's fries. It sounds sponsored, but it's not. I'm so happy I could get the large combo. Thank you, Talisman, aka Coralone. What a delicious fries set. Every single one tastes pretty similar, fairly salted. I feel like they could be more salted though, knowing Wendy's. Not gonna lie, I could throw some. Maybe I will throw a bit of sea salt on these. Let me let that sit. I'm gonna throw some sea salt on those. But let's get to the main event. This is the triple Bullseye burger. It feels pretty heavy. pretty heavy just from the package. Boom. And if you open that, look at that. 3 big meaty patties. You've got 1 layer of cheese, 2 layer of cheese. I think 3 layer of cheese. You've got the bacon, you've got the lettuce, you've got tomato, mayo. I think that's pickle. Yeah, that's pickle. Let me try a piece of that bread. That's some good bread. Oh, you've even got crispy onions. Now that's looking good. I'm just gonna eat another pack of mustard quick. Craving some mustard. And drink a bit of root beer. Wash the mustard down with it. That's good root beer. So yeah, oh my gosh, that's a heavy patty. I wanted to get, I thought I could, I always think I can eat more food, but let's try some of these crispy onions that fell. Big piece of onion here, that's nice. I love Wendy's onions too. Oh, the onion fell. Let me eat this piece of onion then. Oh, okay. It's got some barbecue sauce on it. Yeah, if you look here, there's some brown sauce. That's barbecue sauce. That's really nice. I guess that's why it's called the Bulls-Eye burger, and they had a picture of like a cow's horn. Like the Wendy's. But man, this feels like a good sized burger in your hand. This feels like the amount of meat all burgers should have, minimal. I couldn't imagine getting a single patty one of these. I would have been so sad. Double patty's like acceptable. But I mean, triple patty's what you're looking for, I think. And it looks like nice textured meat. Looks like a solid Wendy's patty. I love that there's the 3 layers of cheese, the bacon, the lettuce. This is gonna be good, I can imagine already. Got the sniffles a bit, gamer, sorry. So we're gonna give this a whirl and see what it tastes like. I'm expecting it to be pretty barbecue-y, honestly, and hopefully nice and decently cheesy. It looks like there's mayo, barbecue sauce, maybe chipotle on here. I think I got ketchup and mustard added actually too, so those might be on there. But I think we need to give this a whirl and see what it tastes like. Ooh, look at my fingers. I'm getting that strong barbecue flavor. That's wonderful. All right, let's give it a whirl. Wow, that is delicious. I haven't had anything like this from Wendy's before, but that barbecue flavor is so strong and good. And the solid amount of meat, look at that bite I took. That solid amount of meat in there, that cheese, that sauce is just amazing. You get the crispy onions too, there's a good amount of those. The lettuce, the bacon, the good bun. Let's have another bite. I need another bite of that. Wendy's has done well on this. This reminds me of when I was in the USA. Mind you, I'm Canadian. And I had some Sonic burgers. This reminds me kind of Sonic burgers in the USA. I think it was Sonic. But it reminds me of some USA burger I had. Man, this is good. Oh my god, yeah, this is messy. It's hard to eat with the sauce. The meat's super fresh. I believe it is processed cheese. I can kind of tell that, not gonna lie. But it's such a classic burger with the top toppings being cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion. I mean, what more of a classic burger could you have? Wow. That barbecue sauce, honestly, I did not expect how good that would pair on a burger. Wow. spilling some onions. I like that it's got a good amount of toppings, good amount of crispy onions, good amount of pickles, good amount of cheese. They didn't skimp out for what I paid. And for this combo with the root beer and the large fries, it was about $25. Plus I got some spicy chicken burgers I'm going to do a separate video on, but you'll see that. But very happy with this. I think it was like $15 just for the sandwich on its own without the fries and the drink. Well, I would 100% get that again. That's a delicious, delicious burger. Thank you so much, Talisman, aka Coralone, as your Discord says. I appreciate you. He just randomly said, hey, like, I'll sponsor a video. Like, you don't need to advertise anything. Just I'll give you money. Go buy food, do a video. I'm like, bro, thank you. You're a legend. So, thank you so much. This burger is just phenomenal. The flavors that come from it, you get the meat savoriness, you get the richness of the cheese, the sharpness of the cheese, you get the sweetness of the vegetables, you get the nice bread flavor and texture. If I got this again, 100% doing it the same triple patty. I mean, if you're not a huge eater, you just want a little snack, get the double patty. But if you're a man having your lunch break or you're hungry, you want a meal, get the triple patty for sure. You won't regret it. No such thing as too much meat. I could eat just plain patties for days. You know, I don't know if that's Wendy's standard bun either, but that's a really nice quality bun, I find. Wow. I'm gonna eat the fries and the root beer and continue that. I think I need to give that burger a rating. Let's start with the root beer. The root beer, as far as restaurant root beers go, if I had to rate that, you know, it's a bit icy, nice, perfect amount of ice actually, not too watered down. Could be more pure root beer, I'm sure, but you know, we'll rate it a solid 9 out of 10 root beer, restaurant root beer. No, maybe 8. We'll give it 8. Because some restaurants have that bottled, like Dad's root beer, which is like super special. So we'll give it an 8 out of 10 root beer. The fries, 7.5 out of 10. Maybe 7 actually. They could be a tad more crispier. They're not bad. I get that's probably what the public ideally likes for their fries. Could use a bit more sea salt, I think, with Wendy's, what you'd expect. Well, that's okay. We have some sea salt downstairs. I think I'm going to add some. But that burger, that was a solid, I'd say 8 out of 10 burger. I'm sure you could get better if you're doing homemade with crazy seasonings and stuff and one big patty instead, but for fast food burgers especially, that's like an 8 out of 10 overall. Maybe we'll downgrade it to a 7.5 because I'm sure you could get some artisan burgers that are just crazy. We'll give it 7.5 on the burger. Let's give it that as the final rating. But I really enjoyed that burger. I don't know how you could make it better other than just normal cheese instead of processed cheese, but really good burger, to be honest. Really enjoyed that. Thank you so much. I'm going to eat my fries. I'm going to have my root beer. I've got another video to do on these spicy chicken burgers, so let's give them a shout. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.